Good afternoon, Andy and Amanda. How are you doing today?
Warm.
It's very warm.
Yeah, how warm was it in London, Colleen?
Warm, very warm.
Yeah,
It's t-shirt time.
24 degrees has been up around here today, 25 degrees. So we went out. What we did today was, everybody, we went out for a bit. Amanda's in the keep fit regime at the moment, aren't you?
Yeah, we went for a walk the other day, and because I'm getting married in 3 months and I don't want to be a big fat bride bouncing down the aisle. And I saw a picture of myself when Andy took, and I look like I'm 6 months pregnant, which I definitely know I'm not. So I thought I better go on a crash diet for 3 months.
Right. Tell Colleen what your sister told you then, first of all.
Which bit?
Walking.
Oh yeah, she said she lost weight in the run up to her wedding by doing a lot of walking. Her and her husband were walking my mum's dog a lot.
So what we decided, walking. So
Walking.
what we've been doing, Colleen, we went out and did 2 walks today because we went out for a walk through the woods first of all, and we walked for what?
That was just over 3 miles, and then we went to a supermarket. That was just over a mile, wasn't it?
Yeah, so I think Amanda wants to try and walk about herself, and I might be more even. It's just over 3 to 3.5 miles a day.
Nice. Congratulations. I hope it makes you feel better and healthier and ready for the day of celebrations.
Yeah.
I don't feel too bad for it, actually. I feel very warm, but that's just because it's hot.
Yeah, I'm all right. I overheat all the time anyway. My blood pressure's a bit on the pan. That's why. But yeah, no, it's been fine. Otherwise, we had it's back to the nature thing, Colleen. What don't you think about this? I was talking to you about this before, Amanda, and we were walking around the woods today. We went right into the river, and we don't really know this bit we're walking on, and we've not seen a lot of people around there. But then when we went out later to go to the supermarket to get a few bits and pieces, there was tons of Amanda, weren't there?
Yeah.
It made me, and I want to know what London's like on this, because I think I've not been out in central Manchester, but a friend of ours told me the other day that Market Street at the moment's gone back to almost the way it was, which is the main street in the central Manchester shopping. Absolutely crazy. What's it been like in London that you've seen?
Goodness, high streets are very crowded. It's very difficult to walk down these streets without feeling stranded. It's just madness. Everywhere there's noisiness, madness, and lots of, hustle and bustle and, just struggling to get from one place to the other. That's difficult to be together there on high streets.
Yeah. I've got that coming next week, and like as I told you two before, was the job I do is a day job. I've been working at home mostly, Amanda, since last March.
Yeah.
And what they want, with social distancing getting lifted, supposedly on the 23rd, is it 21st of June?
Yeah.
Supposedly the 21st of June, I believe it when I say it, to be honest with you personally. But my office at the moment want me to start coming back in next week into the office 1 day a week. For next week, from the Monday. Then the week after, week the 14th, they want me in at 2 days. Then the week the 21st is 2 days down to Monday, Tuesday. So is that they're going to try and build it up, but it's going to be weird because it's when you think clean, when you're not used to doing a lot of traveling, it's a really weird one at the minute. As for your case, you're in where you are 5 days a week anyhow, aren't you? So it's not changed for you at all.
No, it's only a few days I go out for different things, and it's just still the same, with face masks and all those things, guidelines that you have to follow.
Yeah, it's really, really weird because particularly on the obviously, was it you, Amanda, told me that there's regulation going on that they're going to lift it. You don't have to wear masks in public transport, wasn't there?
Yeah, I read that back before they started saying that it might not even be the 21st of June. People were saying, they might even lift social distancing and so you don't have to wear masks anymore. But I think they're probably going to keep that if we get out of lockdown ever.
Yeah, I can't see it personally on that one, honestly, Colleen. I can't see that at all. So, but we'll find out. And in due course, I would say with that. So, And what else have we been up to then, Amanda?
Mishaps. We're going to do mishaps, and I've got 3. I'll start. Oh, you can start with yours if you want.
Mishaps.
Yeah.
So you go for ladies first then.
Okay, spanners could cause a little hiccup at times. An article showing how a person got stuck. One got stuck in a person's private part of his anatomy. Now that's a dime.
Yeah, everyone's wondering what that's about. That's a rather rude article I sent over to Colleen that I got from a friend and Amanda the other day. And I ain't going to go into much details on that.
No,
So.
I sent that to my mum and sister, and you sent it to your brother, and they both said the same thing, didn't they? I said, ouch.
Yeah. I'm not going to reveal what the article is, but it was a joke about what you're using spanners for and certain parts of anatomy.
Yeah, firemen had to come and release or something from it, and they said that it's not uncommon and it happens quite a lot, and they even have a system in place to do it.
Yeah. My mate who sent that over to me, it's worth bearing in mind he's that way inclined. And he turned around and said to me, if that happened to him, that'd been a way of firemen come near him. That's why. But yeah, it's eye-opening is the best way to put it, isn't it? So
Mishap 2. Boiler breaks down and I have to boil hot water to shower. Now that's not being a clown.
Oh god, yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, it's
No, a boiler broke down.
Your boiler. Me tell me about that. Yeah, tell me about that. In a week. Your boiler broke down, didn't it?
Again,
God,
this year.
God, yeah. We've had
what I like.
We had last year, Colleen. It shows you as well. But something like that goes how restricted you can be. Our oven packed up last year. Do you remember that, Amanda? And it's happened to us, Colleen, that did, yeah. When the oven conked out and the landlord basically got us a new oven in 3 days. But we've known people before now that been managed an oven for 2 or 3 months when it goes.
So we didn't know how long it was going to take. So I ordered one of those little tabletop oven things, and it was halfway to us, and the oven got put in. So I cancelled it online and sent it back up, and they loved me.
Yeah. Other one. Have you said you've got a third mishap, Colleen?
Yeah. It rains just as you want. It rains just as you want to go to a cafe for a hot drink, and the cafe closes Mondays. So what do you think?
Been knocked off. That's one word for it, isn't it? So that one. But yeah, oh god. Yeah, I've been knocked that. Now we've got one, and I'm thinking of Amanda with this one. Didn't you, Amanda, once send over a package after you moved in here to your address at Cheetham Hill and cancelled it when he was going over there?
No, what happened is I didn't update the address. I put the new address on, but I mustn't have ticked it, and it must have gone directly to my old address, and I was tracking it, and it said 2 stops away. And then I looked at the address, and I swore, I'm not going to say what exactly it was. And I said, as I went and spoke to the live customer services, so while it was on the way there, I was getting it cancelled.
So that
getting it redirected here for another day.
Yeah, he wasn't happy with us, was he, when he arrived at that?
He was confused, I think.
Yeah. The thing, Colleen, like he cancels one about 10 minutes notice, like out of Amazon, which it was. And there's not product placement, it was just the company did it.
It's just I was getting really excited tracking it because I'm really sad that I don't go anywhere, and I like tracking stuff online, and you can see like the little arrow, and it says 2 stops away, and you think it's nearly here, and then you realise it's not. It's approaching your old address.
That was fun. It was fun. So instead of that, but yeah, anyway, Colleen, what have you got on this week then? You got much planned this week?
On to events. Poetry soon performing 3 poems. That's next. So 3 poems next week, not a week and a half time. Got a live event coming, not on Zoom, but live, and that's looming. That's the live event of the Windrush song. That will be when anyone can come along. It's in 2 weeks' time, so I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, brilliant! Really,
so brilliant. Yeah, brilliant. That's it.
Oh, no, good luck. Definitely.
Also, performing song. I've got to mention that, and also July Country Show. That's to come soon, and that's coming along, and then it's coming aflow. Carnival. Hopefully, it will be on this year, and I hope it will be a time to celebrate in true style, joyous to commemorate. That one.
Brilliant.
Oh yeah, it's not practical anymore for me to be doing my shows on Mondays, so I'm looking forward to my new schedule on Sundays. Yeah, got a few
Actually,
lined
well,
up.
so you're moving
I've got a
actually.
few guests. Yeah, got a few guests lined up. So
That basically
that'll
means that
be-
your radio show's now on the Sunday instead of Monday, is it?
yeah, I've just got to see the new schedule, and when that happens, I'll be really happy.
Oh,
to-
brilliant! No, brilliant. If it's better
Yeah.
for you, that's also always good news and straight away. So takes the pressure off you straight away. We've got on this Wednesday actually our speakeasy night on Zoom, which all been well will be the last one actually, or last regular. Certainly the only like before we go back to the live show. We've got the live show coming back up on all been well on Thursday, the 1st of July, which is Manchester.
Congratulations!
Yeah, all been well. We're
Full
hoping that
celebrations.
yeah, well, it's a case of a lot of it is at the moment. You just don't know what's going to happen from week to week and with the restrictions getting lifted. But that will be a really, really good first show because when I announced it, Colleen, I must have had what I told you, man, didn't I? I had pushing 40 odd inquiries, didn't I?
Yeah.
People directly wanting to book bookings for our first night back. I wasn't even taking bookings at that point. So,
Excellent.
so it's going to be, it's supposed to because we know an awful lot of poets and
Brilliant.
creative people who want to read and perform. And this will be probably the first chance most of them are going to have to do anything after you think of all the restrictions going on. So it's a lot of it is just a case of wait and see, really. So that's why.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah,
That
we
would be
are.
a big hit.
You've got to tell you locally, it felt weird as well on different note about lockdown stuff. We went over last Saturday to go and see. Did we talk about this last week, Halifax?
I think so, yeah.
I'll forget it. We'll just call it again, but it felt, I'm going to say, it felt weird. And I'm going to move on topic very quickly. Basically, when we went down to Halifax to him and his family, because, like, you know, I want someone to ask you, Colleen, how does it feel like when you think you've got a chance now, we're out of lockdown, but now to move to go into different areas you've not done for over a year?
It feels like normal because I've not really gone out much because, you know, I do so much. I just never really go to places unless it's to take photos. And that's when I'm going to, you know, another place to do something.
Yeah, no,
what
fair
I
play.
think.
No, fair play. Like I said, it's, yeah, no, I get completely with it. So it just feels weird at the moment. I think it's, as society goes, we're in a transition stage at the minute. So, and that applies to anything because things are changing quite massively at the moment. Amanda, to conclude the program tonight, do you want to tell people about what you've had with your work side of things? Because you've been getting some tips, haven't you, about how to look at how you on LinkedIn, weren't you?
Yeah, one of the things was on LinkedIn where you've got like a little space for a profile with a limited number of words and characters, and it's about using like the keywords and stuff like that. So I've put, instead of like I had freelance writer or something like that, I've changed it to like freelance writer, copywriter, content writer, SEO, stuff like that. Just like still as many keywords as I can for running out of space.
Yeah, and what about there is actually people who want to use, there's some you to bear in mind, Colleen, as well on LinkedIn. If you're looking for work, LinkedIn is the vital page to use for it, really. And Amanda's had interest coming in bits and pieces because what she's done on her profile on LinkedIn, she's with her putting the keywords on. People are contacting you, aren't they, over work and
Because
queries?
it helps them find the CV on LinkedIn if they're looking for something and they're searching a specific job title.
I thought about LinkedIn, but I think I'm going to use it. It's just that, you know, I've never really used LinkedIn before. So now that the pandemic's changed a lot of things, that's what I did think about it last week. So, you know, it's good to be talking about it just to find things, you know, and seek. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah,
nice
it's
one.
worth considering that with LinkedIn because it's a really.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the page on LinkedIn yourself?
I wasn't sure at first. It was, I think that's before I moved in here a couple of years ago it was, and I was asking people in my old creative writing course group for advice on like how to find work because I was struggling with it. And somebody said LinkedIn, and I sort of begrudgingly did it, but I didn't think anything had come of it. And it didn't for a while until I found out how to use it.
All right, guys. Unfortunately, that is red now. I think 14:55, so I better conclude.
Yes, and that's a nice, informative
Yeah.
podcast as usual.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
See you
Good.
soon. Bye.